Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ance Armstrong back again here today in our new setup for all of our videos and streams and everything happening. We've changed things a little bit as we've started this new era of content creation, as this is going to be our first piece of content out as a full-time content creator. We announced we were going full-time in early August. My last day at my previous job was last Friday, the day it finally come. We are now officially a full-time content creator. I can't wait to be able to put out more content, better content, everything. We have so much more time and ability to tackle all of our goals that we have. We have a lot of really awesome, fun, and big things planned as well. None of this would be possible without any of y'all support, so I do appreciate that greatly. Beyond words, I wouldn't be in this position without each and every one of you. Today, we're going to be tackling another flipping challenge here on the channel. Unfortunately, as you're watching through this, my audio actually didn't record in the video. The content is still there though, so I will be voicing over some parts, so it may be a little weird, but bear with me. The content is still going to be there. You're still going to be able to see what I've been flipping, what I've been working on, what I was doing. It just won't line up as nicely as I would have liked it to. I do apologize for that. New setup, obviously going to have some technical issues. That's about how it goes. Today, we're going to be starting with 500,000 subs. Like, we're going to be utilizing both the PlayStation as well as the mobile app. So we're going to be flipping both on here, buying cards on here, and buying cards on the console to be flipping at the same time. Let's hop into it. Let's take a look. We're going to look at the show zone as we always do to start these flipping challenges, see what we need to be working with. Let's hop into it. So that does do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. 300,000 subs, absolutely crazy, especially on a Sunday afternoon. So not a high market moving day, just a random Sunday afternoon. While a lot of people are even watching NFL Sundays, not going to be on the show selling cards, we were able to turn a 300,000 stub profit. Pretty insane. I'm very, very pleased with that. If y'all want to see more flipping challenges, y'all want to see some more of these, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what parameters you want me to follow. The support y'all shown on the flipping challenges all year have been incredible, and I love being able to do them, testing and pushing myself to see how good we can do on these. As always, you enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Even if you just leave a like for Georgia back in the background, she deserves a like. Look how cute she is. She's such a cute little girl. She's such a good girl. That deserves a like, if anything. Until next time, I'll catch y'all around. So here we are in the show zone. As you can see, I'm taking a look at everything again. This is me voicing over my recording because the audio wasn't there. So ignore everything being a little off. But we're taking a look at things here. I'm sorting by sales per minute and profit. I'm kind of taking a look at both of those, and I want the profit per minute to be high as well. You can see some live series high diamonds are pretty good profit per minute at the time, but these home run derby cards were looking good, and we have a couple tops now in there as well. When you take a look at the profit margins though, several thousand subs on each of those. The only thing really lacking right now in this time was the sales per minute. As you can see, a lot of the sales per minute closer around a 2 to a 3, but we have quite a few tops now are flipping really well, as well as the home run derby. I come in here, I take a look at the all-star game 2, and my plan was to figure out one type of card I was going to flip on the PlayStation, and then another card type I was going to flip on my phone. So you can see all-star game, the profit on those were about 1,000, even though I'm covering it up. The Xander and Liam Hendricks were about 1,000 each. So my plan was going to be, I was going to pull up the tops now on the PlayStation to be flipping those actively on the PlayStation. And then on my phone, I was going to be putting in orders for home run derby cards and some all-star game cards as well, as those were a little bit more passive and had a little bit more baseline of a price. Whereas the tops now, there's so many of those that I was going to be flying through those. Home run derby, there's just a couple I was going to be filtering through one at a time. So place in my home run derby orders, then come in and do tops now on the console. Also, as you can see, we do have the pro version of the show zone. You can see right next to the flipping players, it says pro. If you want to access the pro version as well, you can buy an annual or a monthly plan on the show zone website. And if you use my promo code Ance, you're going to save on that as well. Even though we're getting to the end of the game cycle, somewhat within what will be the show 21, If you buy an annual plan now, you'll be set up through the rest of this year and through a majority of MLB The Show 22 as well. It's never too early to start accessing some of those features and get early access to whatever new things they're cooking up and brewing, making sure you're on top of the game. You can access all that through the show zone. You can find a link to the website and everything down in the description below. So we have one order in here for Cody Bellinger at 18,251. That's simply just to get us to a even 500,000 to start working with for this flipping challenge. That way we just have a nice even round number. That order will still be there at the end. So first off, out the gate, what I'm going to be looking at is, again, tops now on the console. And as you can see, the margins on these tops now are really, really good here right out the gate. Garrett Hampson, 13,000 buy and 10 on the sell. Brandon Belt is looking really good as well. I'm just checking some of the margins real quick right before we dive in and get started here. I mean, Brandon Belt, 16,543 on the buy, 12,000 on the sell. That ends up being about a 2,000 to 3,000 stub profit on those. And with 500K, we're able to work in a really, really large volume on these orders. So the timer is going now. The flipping has started. Again, I'm starting with these tops now. They're looking really good. And you can see just straight up and down the board, every single one of these have really good margins. I also have my phone out on home run derby cards. And so with that, if you haven't used the app before, it actually saves your previous order. So I'm able to come in right here. I'm able to put a buy order on Garrett Hampson, for example. And then on my phone, I can have an order up for a Salvador Perez home run derby card. And that buy order that I put in on that Sal Perez home run derby card, it's actually going to stay. The phone and the app is going to remember that order. And so I don't have to go through and type it in every single time. So I can come in here, place an order for Seth Beer on the buy, and then quickly tap on my phone to place the order on a home run derby card. So as you can see, the combination of both of those has the potential to be really, really, really profitable in terms of our ability to get a mass amount of orders out at one singular time or within a 1 hour period. If we're trying to put out as many orders as we can, this gives us the ability to do that much more than just simply going through and placing orders on the console. The app is so much quicker. So utilizing both of these in conjunction really helps us out a lot, especially when we're working with some relatively high volume cards. Again, nothing is too high volume today, but based off what is available in the market, this is probably the most high volume cards there are right now that have a good margin are these tops now, as well as home run derby. If you're looking to flip something yourself, I would definitely recommend taking a look at both of those. I mean, again, another card we're working with here, this Michael Conforto, we come in at 11,778. We can sell that for 16,800. That's 3,000 to 4,000 stubs. And these orders are moving relatively quickly. So you can see, I just put in the order on Conforto. Now I'm coming in, taking a look at a different card on the app. We put in the order on the app, and then we're back to placing orders on the console. Now, one thing about these is that you do need a relatively decent amount of stubs because we are buying some higher value price cards. Adrian Hauser, 12K. This Logan Webb is 13,000. So it does take a little bit more stubs than you maybe normally need. If you're only flipping with maybe 100,000 or so, I would maybe try to work up your bankroll some more before attacking these methods. We do have the risk-free method you can utilize as well. That's probably a good place to start if you're working with under, I'd say probably about 250 to 300,000 stubs, because you'll eat through your stub count really quickly at placing orders at 10 to 15K. Now, of course, you're making profit on them, so it doesn't really matter. But in terms of just being as effective as possible, I do recommend having a little bit more stubs. Now, we're going to take a quick stop here. We'll check back in around the 30-minute mark and see how we're doing. Around 30 minutes in now, I'm clearing out some orders so I can have some more stubs to work with. I did run out of stubs several times doing this, so I think if I had more stubs, I could have been even more effective than I was. But again, with those high prices, it did cause me to run out of stubs every once in a while, but I was just able to go through, cancel out some old orders that I hadn't gone through yet, and then just go through and simply relist them if I had already bought them, or go through and place new buys with the buy order from those stubs that had been canceled. So as you can see, we got 80K right now, and these orders are flying through really, really quickly. I'm able to put in one on the app, one on the PlayStation and combine those. Grand Doll, you can see that sell order on Grand Doll goes through. I made about 14K on that one, and Grand Doll I've been buying them easily for 12K a piece. So Grand Doll was a great play for me. I dabbled a little bit in some of these older tops now as well from a few weeks back. They're not too bad. They are slower. Guys like Wendell Sutsugo, Gary Sanchez, Andrew Velasquez, they're not bad. They have really, really strong margins, but they are a little bit slower to move. So you do have to be a little bit more passive on that front. So keep that in mind as you're working through those. If you're looking for just really quick moves, these do move a little bit slower. It takes a little bit more time for those orders to go through versus the newer guys, but the margins are there to be effective with. As you can see, I'm getting home run derby cards selling right now. I haven't touched home run derby cards on the PlayStation as we've been managing those on the app, and that was very, very effective for me. And even though they're a little bit slower, boom, we just had a Sutsugo go through and we made a decent amount of stubs there. As you can see, that Grand Doll there coming in, getting Brandon Belt orders. I was simply just going up and down through the market, placing an order on every card. As soon as I would get a buy order to go through, I would then go list that card for sell. And oftentimes I would immediately place a new buy order on the same card. The margins were that good that there were many moments where I had both the highest buy order and highest sell order. So 30 minutes left. We'll hop back in here at the end and see how many subs we're working with. So just 45 seconds left. We're coming in here. We're trying to get any last second orders that we can before we go through, and then we'll cancel all the buy orders that didn't go through, as well as any sell orders that we happen to have up, and then we'll go through and relist those to see how much we're working with. We're down to 20K stubs in our bankroll, so we were scrapping the end of the barrel. We used every single stub that we had. It does take stubs to make stubs. Done putting in any buy orders. I'm going through, I'm just canceling the orders, trying to get a cheeky couple more orders to go through for us here with just 10 seconds left in the challenge. Maybe we can get a couple to go through as we're coming in and canceling these orders. We'll see how many stubs we end up having out in the market. Still, again, we started with 500K, so we're going through canceling everything we have at one time here, just flash canceling them, seeing how many stubs we end up having out in the market. Already up to 300K back in the bankroll. And as you can see, a ton of buy orders that we're canceling that didn't go through, but a ton of sell orders as well. So just a couple more orders left to go through here. And as you can see, we're left with 417,000 stubs with quite a lot to go through and sell. So I'm gonna go through, I will sell everything that I have, everything from the inventory, and then we'll come back. I'll show off the orders as well, and we'll see how many stubs we managed to make. So just a couple minutes later, maybe 15 to 20, we've managed to get everything to go through and sell, and we are left with 809,000 stubs. So a total profit of 309K we were able to make in just 1 hour of flipping on the marketplace, utilizing both the console and the phone. We were able to get a ton of orders in during this time. I'm honestly not sure what I expected to make, being able to utilize both. There were times where I honestly felt like I was moving really slow, but 809,000, a 309,000 stub profit is pretty insane amount to think about. I did not expect to be able to pull that one. If we've been able to make 300,000 though, it's 500,000 possible. This was a little bit of a slow market time. It's a Sunday afternoon. We still have the one Cody Bellinger order up, as you can see. So that 809,000 doesn't include that in the slightest. So that 809,000 simply what we made from doing everything. I'll go through here. I'll flip through my completed orders real quick. Let's see, how many pages of completed orders did we have? We had 21. So 21 pages of completed orders. I'll flip through all the pages now. If you want to see any of my orders, what prices I was buying cards at, what prices I was selling cards at, you can pause the video at any point while we're flipping through these orders. So take a look at those. 21 pages of orders in an hour, though, was quite a bit, especially considering the profit margins we were working with. If you're flipping and making a couple hundred, 21 pages, not too much, but when we're making a couple thousand per flip, 21 pages is an absolute ton. So again, you want to see any of the orders? definitely be sure to pause. This was again utilizing both our console and the app. That's definitely the move, what I'm going to be moving forward anytime we're doing any flipping. So that does do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. 300,000 subs, absolutely crazy, especially on a Sunday afternoon. So not a high market moving day, just a random Sunday afternoon, while a lot of people are even watching NFL Sundays, not going to be on the show selling cards. We were able to turn a 300,000 stub profit. Pretty insane. I'm very, very pleased with that. If y'all want to see more flipping challenges, y'all want to see some more of these, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what parameters you want me to follow. The support y'all shown on the flipping challenges all year have been incredible, and I love being able to do them, testing and pushing myself to see how good we can do on these. As always, you enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Even if you just leave a like for Georgia back in the background, she deserves a like. That deserves a like, if anything. Until next time, I'll catch y'all around.